we've done an A2 here on the Apothecary. Woo! What is this damage? Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. I have waited a long time to do this video. We're going to do an overview of Trunda. Was I wrong? Is she actually a bit weak sauce? A lot of you said to me when I put out a video a little while ago, I'm not going to call out the video. People get sensitive about it. But a lot of you said to me, Trunda, she can only play in the arena. That's all she's good for. So we're going to test out Trunda through the dungeons first. I literally just thrown some gear on her that was laying around. So I've not even gone full damage yet. We're going to go full damage when we do her for the arena build. But let's have a look then. Why was I up for getting Trunda? What can we do with her? Has she been working out today? Oh yeah, she works out every day. Every day without fail. She doesn't take a rest day, guys. There's no rest day in her agenda. If for where people normally put a rest day in, she's working out twice that day. So Trunda, Little Miss Mallet. Let's go. What can she do? A1, double hitter, 50% chance, buffs to 60% chance to place the strongest debuff in the game. Woo! We like it already. A stun on an A1 with a 60% chance is big. It's actually really good, like PvE skill. It's actually not that bad for PvP as well, but for PvP, you kind of just don't want to build it with any accuracy, and I'll get to that in a minute. We've got an A2, which you only get additional damage through books. You get some damage bonuses here. You get damage bonuses here as well. Do you need to book her? Well, you know what? I did, and I would if I could. So yeah, booking her that extra damage, why not? She's just an absolute machine. So A2 then attacks one enemy, then attacks all other enemies with a second hit. Deals 60% of the damage inflicted from the first hit. So that kind of sounds like, you know what, if I hit the first person for 100, everyone else should get hit for 60. Now, in reality, that's actually not what happens, because there's some weirdness that goes on in the coding that the secondary hits aren't getting some sort of mitigation of damage. There's something going on. I'm not a scientist. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do know that this is pretty nuts. A3 then. AoE ability, 70% chance to stun an enemy. One of the strongest debuffs in the game, 70% chance to land it. Also, if you do land that stun, an HP burn goes out there for 2 turns. Places extra hits on enemies that don't take a stun. So you've got a lot going on with this skill. You've got 2 of the strongest debuffs in the game on the same skill, stun and HP burn. And you know what? If you don't place that HP burn and stun, I'll tell you what we're going to do instead. We're going to smack them again. Okay? 30% extra damage here. Again, all damage really from books. Books is just about slamming out more damage. So, Trunda the machine. What else have we got going on here with a passive? This champion's resistance increases by 10 for each stun she places on enemies. I don't really know if there's a place that this will ever be relevant. Like, the only place where this is potentially relevant, because you get up to 100 more resistance, is in Spider. If you are landing your stuns and HP burns, the chances are you are... if you're landing these, the chances are you're the positive affinity or you're a neutral affinity. It's unlikely Trunda's ever going to be the tank. So where this will ever sort of play into effect, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe if you were using her in some Doom Tower content and you wanted to stop debuffs coming at you. But even then, you're probably at best getting like 30 or 40 more resistance. I think it's a kind of like a mute point, probably totally irrelevant. You also got here, this champion's speed increases by 5 for each enemy currently under HP burn. That's actually huge. So you get up to 5, you get another, stacks up to 15. So I guess up to 15 more speed. That's actually pretty cool for a passive. So when we're talking PvE content, what have I done? Well, I'm going to keep the same masteries PvP and PvE. I think this is our best mastery set. What we've gone for, let's just get myself out of the way for a second. We've gone for crit rate and crit damage. We've gone for shield breaker just because That extra 25% damage is beautiful if you get it. We've gone for Ruthless Ambush, first hit, more damage. We want to bring it down. If they've got more HP than you've got, 6% more damage. I like the idea of Stoke to Fury, in case you run her with someone like a Giltmallet, so you get more damage per debuff. Or if she actually starts taking some debuffs, she slams harder anyway. And then obviously Helm Smasher is bread and butter for her. Defensive tree for secondary tree. If you were using her for her HP burn, you could go support tree. And I'll show you in this video why that would actually be pretty useful. But what have I done? I've gone Savage Gear with accuracy to start. We've gone for 190 speed, 100% crit rate, 217 crit damage, 5.5k attack, and a good amount of health and accuracy. This is a PvE build, okay? Decent speed, decent health, decent accuracy. They're my first three things I want to get out, okay? We then realize that she's also going to do damage, so we get crit rate in, and then we start to pump the attack and the crit damage. But primarily, if we want her for a PvE build, we want her to stun, we want her to get the HP burns off. So to do this, we've gone crit rate on the gloves, attack percent on the chest, attack percent on the boots. This is good level gear, but it is gear that was just laying around. It's not like my top gear. I haven't taken any gear yet off of my big boys like my Septimus or my Ethos or anyone like that. So honestly, if you were going to run Trunda in your Spider team, you'd actually do the build differently to what I've done. I've gone too high damage on my build. So what I've just done here to make her Spider relevant, and this is not like against what you guys could do, by the way. I just took her gloves off. So we don't have the Savage set present. We lose a ton of the crit. I've probably still got too much crit anyway. But it just means that she's not going to just nuke all of the spiders. What you actually want to do is you want to not nuke them because HP burn is your damage. Okay? So we've got a freeze coming in from Achak in a second. We've got Sylar with the decreased speed. We've got our Armiger doing some turn meter stuff. Sylar's doing turn meter as well. And you see here we've got HP burnout on what? I don't know, maybe like, slow it down a touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 of them on that hit. If we had someone stunning beforehand, it would be even stronger. So definitely pair her with people, either champions that are in stun sets or champions that can stun on her behalf, because she will land that HP burn on top of that if she's got the accuracy to do it. So most of the damage here is going to come from the HP burn, cycling back around the abilities. Achak here is insane because he's given us turn meter. He's given us healing when the HP burn goes off. But you can do it without him. Obviously, any force tank would do. And this is what I would class as like a slow and steady team. Lots of turn meter control. Tons of spiderling control. Okay? And all we're doing is we're just cycling through abilities. So another, 4 HP burns there. That's going to give us a good chunk of damage. And some healing if we needed it. And you just kind of rotate round. So this is her not built to do this. She's not built to do this, but she's actually insane for Spider. If you guys are struggling to get through Spider 17 through 20 and you don't have any of the kind of like familiar HP burn champs, then bam, you've got one here in Trunda. People just don't really use her for this because she's such an amazing champion elsewhere. But yeah, if you're struggling, you can literally just have a secondary set or remove a couple of pieces of her gear from your normal set, and she could come in and she can do this job. And you'll see once we get through it, I mean, we're in no danger here. I don't think the main spider's even had a turn yet because of the amount of turn meter control we've got going on. And spiderling control, we're barely taking any damage. It's just, bam, goes another load of burns. And honestly, without Achak here, we'd be doing less damage to these spiderlings, and therefore they'd be burning for more as well. But first playtest, is she crazy? And she is crazy for Spider. Yes. Yes, she is. She's crazy good for Spider. Especially earlier game as well. When you just want AoE damage, you can just throw AoEs out time after time after time. So she's not like God tier. She's not going to be like a tyrant. But as I say, HP burn, strongest way to beat the Spider. And she's got it. She's got it. And I'm not building this team to make her showcase to be looking ridiculous. I built this team to showcase that she can do it in a normal setup. Achak, don't let me down. So let's whiz this on. So a modest 4 minutes 49. Trunda's done 8.6 million of that damage just because of the HP burns. That's all that's going on there. And is she good there? Yeah, she's mental there. She's mental there. She's just not used there a lot. Let's get those gloves back on and let's get her moving into some other content. Bam. Let's go on to then. This is probably the dungeon I think she's best at. Okay then, let's get a golden team going. Just I want to try it out really. I've not used Trunda at all yet in any other content. So let's give it a go. Decrease defense and weaken is out. Get a poison up. And we get a double hit for about 90k a pop. Then we're just going to pop our way through with a Draco. Get a decreased defense and weaken out again. Here comes the A2. Woo! Couple 100k each from the A2 there. Not too bad. Get a couple of A1s out. There's a stun that we've got on a second ad. Septimus says, don't worry about that second ad. I'll sort him out. We get our increased damage up from our bad L. Pop this one. Septimus, holy sword. We get the denied. And then, oh, she's not going to... I really wanted to get her A2 out, actually, because her A2 is where the damage is on this part. Don't worry about all of that. Okay, 50-odd seconds. What's she done? 1.3 million. Septimus has got a 1.4 in there. Maybe something like this then. A decreased defense, a control, speed, a healer, support, and then damage. So we get our defense down. We've got some control going on there. We probably will need it initially because we don't have all of the damage multipliers going on for Trunda. Get that A2 out. The A2 is such a crazy PvE ability. Decreased defense again. Now we're just kind of cycling around the abilities. I do want to get the provoke back from Nullhorn ideally before these front two get their moves out. It's going to be tight actually. Yeah, we got it. Perfect. Nullhorn, like amazing here by the way. There's the HP burns and the stuns. Got one stun on the front guy here, which gets us through to the boss pretty comfortably. So all I would say is here, like, don't sleep on how good Trunda is outside of the arena. If you're struggling to get through content, you've built your Trunda up just for the arena, just take a step back, tweak her build so that she can be useful anywhere. Because if you get this kind of stun HP burn off outside of the arena, if you're like a, I don't know, a silver to a gold, low gold player, stunning someone pretty much means you're going to win anyway. Yeah, so don't think I need to go for this end game arena build when you're struggling with dungeons, because she will help you in dungeons a ton anyway. Even with like this kind of mid-ground build that I've got here. So we're taking some swings, of course. It's going to be much harder when you've got this type of team set up. But Vogoth is there kind of just giving us a chance. Giving us a few heals. We've got the decreased attack out there as well, which is really important. Nullhorn at this point's basically useless. He was only there really to deal with the waves for us. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. And again, we can whiz through this. There we go. Get ourselves a rubbish little reward. No problem. So what we're going to do, I'm going to change her build. Oh, I guess maybe I should show her in Doom Tower in this type of build. Let's just throw it into a team. Maybe just run the same team we just saw. Dungeons. Okay. This is like high level normal. I'm just floating through normal right now. I've done hard. And again, we're just kind of using her really to smash our way through the waves. Get stuns where we don't get the double hit. Stuns in Doom Tower is actually crazy good. It's so good. And you do want it. You actually want to slow down the runs a bit. You want to get some stuns off because some of these waves get really difficult. So, you know, don't discount how effective a stun-based champion can be for Doom Tower content. There we go. We get a provokes out. Nice. Another couple of stuns. Anyone who didn't get stuns taking a smack anyway. And for Doom Tower, I'd imagine even the high-level players will use some Trunda action for Doom Tower to help them smack through the waves. But again, you can see here, the same team that's just demolished Ice Golem is going to demolish wherever I'm at, like level 80 or something on normal. So, can she be useful in Doom Tower? Yeah, for sure. And same sort of thing with Faction Wars. In this same way, she would do this same level of damage, control for Faction Wars as well. So, outside of the arena, I think she's got a genuine, like, God mode, really. Maybe not God mode, but super strong. Really strong champion outside of the arena. Obviously, when we get inside the arena, that's where she really, really shines. So we're going to rebuild her now. I'm going to steal my Ethos's gear. We're going to get a speed tune to go with my team, and we're going to start laying down the slams. Okay, quick wardrobe change. We've gone 1 piece cruel, 4 pieces savage. So we get the maximum ignore defense, 5.7k attack, 100% crit rate, 236 crit damage. It's about as strong as I can get. I've dropped her accuracy right down to 108. I can't do much about that. You actually want it to be as low as possible. It's kind of low. I guess actually there's one thing I can do. I've got some accuracy in here. I'd get that out as well. You want to strip the accuracy right out of anything you can. So I think this one's got nothing on. Seeing which one's got more attack. This one. So we strip the accuracy out. Try and pump as much as you can in glyphs, all of that stuff. Everywhere where you can glyph, you should be glyphing. Just to pump her up. Get anyone like this, anyone who's going to be in your endgame teams. Look, I'm just literally trying to push max glyphs. I'm a bit short on speed on a banner. I don't have a good banner with a lot of speed on. That's like my massive improvement I could make here. But 241 speed. 95 accuracy now, 5.7k attack. I've actually got quite a lot of HP in this build, 49k, because she's got such a high base HP, 22k for an attack-based champion. If you compare that to Ethos, 18k, Candrathon, 17, Foley, 15, like, she is actually pretty tanky. She's way easier to keep alive than some of the other big nukers. So let's just do the quick dragon test just for damage, and then we're going to get her in the arena. Here we go then. Quick damage test before we get her in the arena. So drop the defense. We've already increased our attack. We dropped the defense and weakened. Actually, only landed it on 3 of them. That's pretty bad luck. Her accuracy is like 350 or something. We want to poison them. Sorry, poison us. And what we're going to try first is the A3. So slow this bad boy down. A3 is going to do like 400k basically. Basically 400. 200k hits. Let's try again. And that was with some of them not even on like max debuffs. Let's try the same thing again with the A2 and see what that does. Actually mental. A2 then. Who should we hit? So you want to be hitting whoever's got the highest HP here. Maybe I should have checked. There is a way I could check this, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be Apothecary. So we're going to A2 here on the Apothecary. Woo! What is this damage? So we're going to A2 here on the Apothecary. Woo! What is this damage? What is this damage? Man, that is disgusting. So 2 of her skills are literally like Gross. Absolutely disgusting levels of damage on 2 of her skills. So anyway, let's get into the arena. Okay, here we go then. So my team, as it was before, I've just replaced her in for Ethos. Sifi into Arbiter, into Madame, into Trunda, or my alternative to that is Sethalia in this spot. So, and the difference really is depending on like how squishy the opponents are. So this is quite a high damage, high defense opponent. So what I'd do here is I'd take my Madame, drop their defense. We've got Vodoff here, who's a little bit of a annoying champion to deal with. So I think, I basically with my A2, I want to choose whoever's got the highest HP. I think the target should be Vodoff because, or should it? Should it be Vodoff to kill Vodoff, then kill the rest? It should either be Duchess or Vodoff. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it should be Duchess, actually. We'll try Vodoff first, see what happens. Yeah, maybe I should have done it the other way around. We can sleep her anyway. But I'm going to try it the other way around and just see. This is a good test for me. This is like a high-level defense that I'm probably going to be facing against on plat, high team power and all that type of stuff as well. So let's see what happens if we do it the other way around. Normally, Madame's a good target for this A2 because it's higher HP, the opponent, the harder the retribution hits go for. Yeah, that's it. Duchess. Okay. Okay, nice. So, I mean, see you later, fellas. Basically the same team I'm up against here. I could definitely have put Sethalia in this one instead of my Madame, because that way I definitely won't get cut. My Trunda's about, yeah, look, my Trunda's about 5 speed too slow right now with the gear that I've got. So in this instance, I'm just going to go straight in with the A2. Double hit, smack, sit down, boys. Move on. Move on, good try. We've got a bit of a tankier setup here with a Trunda waiting in the wings. Now, I can choose who I'm going to hit first, obviously. And you've got to be careful of a Seeker in this setup because Seeker, once you've hit Seeker, everyone gets increased defense. Nobody's resurrecting here. There's not really any danger once Trunda's dead. But you can definitely see the high HP level is this one. Asurga. So we A2 there. Everyone has a seat. Take a seat, Bigfoot. And we move on. Let's take out this massive kind of tank team. Krisk, Mountain King, all of the nasties. I do need to be aware of weak affinities. That's going to be potentially a bit nasty for me. That Mountain King probably will live. But again, we go for the Duchess. We could go for a Krisk. I think Duchess on the A2. Not many people are living through that. Mountain King's having a thought. What are you thinking about, fella? Have a think laying down. That'll help you out. See you later. What we got here then? Another, look, high team power, crazy team. Mortu in there. Some people telling me Mortu's actually good in a defense. We'll see. We'll see. A2, the Duchess again. Sit down, boys. Let it auto. I mean, damn. She's so crazy. Maybe we try her without the Madame. Let's see what sort of damage we're getting out when there's no decreased defense going on. Oh, man, this looks like a nasty team as well. You don't want to fight this team. So, I mean, this team in particular you probably would want Madame in. I don't think I'm one. We'll see. You know what? We'll see. Am I going to one-shot through a team this defensive without Madame there? I doubt it. Honestly doubt it. Increased attack. So Sethalia is going to wipe as much as she can. So we've still wiped everything off. We're still going to A2. Where do I A2 here? I think that's still A2. Maybe A2 Necret actually, because he's going to be high HP shield set. Necret. A2 there. Oh, we've got a swift parry coming in. And then obviously they start doing all of their silliness. We don't have a block debuffs here, so we can just let her have a little nap. She can take a little sleep, little snoozle. Wake yourself up. And then basically, at this point, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Trunda's coming with the big hit next. Here comes the big one. So even without decreased defense, we're just sitting these fellas down. I'm not going to fight a hedgy team here. I'm not built to fight hedgy. My other team would deal with hedgies. I mean, yeah. It's just so much fun. So much fun. So we are going to be doing a plat reset. Plat reset. I guess I could just go full auto on a team like this. Oh, she didn't quite die. Yeah, we're going to be doing plat reset. An hour before plat reset happens, I will be live streaming. So you guys can come and join me for that. That's also going to be when I'm giving away this month's account takeover from the website. So I'm not actually streaming on Sunday this week. I'm going out into the real world. But yeah, if you want to come and join me for that, feel free. Should be an auto fight here as well. I mean, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Anyway, guys, I've been Hell Hades. That's my new secret toy. I will see you later.